Hey, I am back. I am ready to start working on this app. Today we'll be focused on design, I think. But so I changed my mind about what I wanted to build. Doesn't really matter to you because I didn't tell you before. But what I'm going to be building is a goal tracking app. And it kind of sounds boring, but it's actually not going to be boring. And here is what inspired me to do this. Well, first of all, I've been interested in doing this for a long time. There was a video from Veritasium where he talked about let's do that. All right, take a look at this. So he did this video about setting goals and New Year's resolutions, and he showed a product at some point, not the broken treadmill. Where was this thingy? Happy New Year's, by the way. Oh, here it is. There it is. So let's see. No, he must have talked about it earlier, or maybe he's just showing in the background there. But you can see that yellow thingy. Basically, what it is it's got a column for each month of the year, and then it's got a dot for every day of the year. So basically, you poke one of the yellow dots, and it turns on, and that means you did your goal that day. And this is cool. I think it's better than a sticker board, much better. But there's something that bugs me about it. The main thing is, as somebody who likes to engineer things efficiently, seeing a single purpose device that just does that, it kind of blows my mind. Like, would you really buy something that just only does that? Like, the technology that goes into that, it is a display, right? You could display so many things. What if you change your mind? What if you want a different layout? I don't know. I just think it's so rigid to just program something that works one way. So, and when it comes to displays, I thought about this. Would you buy a single-purpose display? Something that you don't interact with, something that only shows things all the time. And I don't think I would. I think I would buy maybe a small-ish TV, mount to the wall maybe, or some really good-looking tablet type thing. But it wouldn't be something that can only ever be used to display static stuff or stuff that it just cycles through. It would have to be an actual display that I could change my mind and use for something else. So I think that it would be a great idea to get creative about how to build an app that uses these displays in cool ways. So here's what I'm going to build. It's going to be a progressive web app. I've never done one of those before, so that'll be fun. It'll be using React. And there will be two sides of it. One side will be the part on your phone where you track your goals, where you log your progress. The other will be the fun part. It's all going to be fun, but the really crazy part is going to be display it on a TV. And so I have a Chromecast, and I love my Chromecast. It is awesome. I can cast my entire screen on whatever device I have, and it makes the TV just that much more useful. And so what happens with the Chromecast is when nothing is being shown on it, it cycles through these images, and these images, it comes with some default images, but you can specify your own folder for it to cycle images through. So this gives you flexibility because you can show whatever you want. And what I think I would like to do is have an app. So the way you customize your own folder is you give it a folder from Google Photos, I think. And you, it's my brother that told me about this, so I haven't actually done it, but you specify the folder, and then Google Photos has an API. So what I want to do is, from the client side, hopefully, save images of your current progress to that Google Photos folder, so that it starts to show up on your Google Drive, so like it cycles through them on your TV. I think that would be awesome. So that's what I'm going to do, and I haven't thought through all of the technical details. I've done some basic research about what you can do with the Google API, how to take screenshots with the app. If you have a Canvas element, you can take that data and save it as a PNG. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to do this, and it's probably not going to be terribly hard. And I'd also like to do it all client side so that I don't have to manage any server. It's just you on your phone tracking your progress, and your phone will talk to the API. So you log in with Google or however the authentication works, and you directly, actually you probably need an API key to talk to it directly. That'd be okay. I don't want to manage a centralized thing for this. I think it'd be cool if, it'd be easier to start out with, at least, if I just did this for myself and just see how it goes, and then figure out how to make it usable for other people. So that'd be fun. I would like to do that. Yeah. So, and I'm thinking about, like, what, as a user, as somebody who wants to track my goals, I mean, there are so many things you can do with an app that does that. You can do what Veritasium does here. What he's got here with the just yes or no toggle for the day. And it just shows you your own input in the end. But you can do all kinds of serious reporting and visualizations, data visualizations. But since I'm focusing on React, I don't think I want to do crazy data visualizations. I'm going to focus on the goal definition side of things. So it'd be cool if there was, if I could define multiple goals, and I could have a toggle for each day. So I'm just going to start simple. It will be the same. It'll just be a toggle on and off for each day. But it'll already be superior because you can do multiple goals. So what'll happen is, when you start out, you have a goal that you can define, and then you give it a name, maybe give it a color or a theme, and then you maybe define, so there'll be the input side that the user will be defining. What kind of goals are they inputting each day? What kind of progress? What is the data collection for the goal progress? What does that look like? And then there'll be the reporting side, where they can define what kind of displays, what kind of images they want to be shown on the Google Drive, and maybe they can toggle whether, they can save it without having it be always being generated and shown. So it could get kind of crazy down the road. You could get a lot of different reports just based off of the same amount of data. Like, you can aggregate the same piece of data in many different ways. So, but it's going to be write heavy. So when you touch it, maybe there's some kind of debounce thing where it makes sure you're done editing it, and then it'll generate like 10 images if you've got 10 places where that specific goal data will be used. And then it'll write all of that, and then so your pictures will always be up to date. I don't know how this is going to work exactly. I think it's just going to be fun. And I just wanted to show my project, my real project design process, and just start from there. So that is what I'm going to be doing. I wonder if I should get started with the design process right now. Maybe I will stop streaming for now and put that up next. What should I do? I should go to Twitch. I bet nobody's watching, but Twitch. Wow, 10 people watching. Cool. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the design since people are here. So what do I need to design first? I think I want to just walk through the user experience and make sure I have a solid plan for that. And now I have to make a decision if I want to try to learn Photoshop and live stream that as part of this process, or just use a tool that I'm comfortable with. I'm going to use a tool that I'm comfortable with for now, because there's just going to be so much stuff that I'm going to need to learn along the way that it might be painful to just watch me constantly be running into how do I center this text vertically. So let's see. Yeah, I don't see any chat messages on here. So if nobody's opposed, I'm just going to take notes on a Google Doc and see what happens there. For some reason, my Google Doc is not running right now. There we go. All right, so I'm going to create a new folder in Google Drive and call it, what is that going to be called? Goal Tracking MVP, Minimum Viable Product. This will probably not be anything serious. All right. I'll just call it UX Flow, maybe. All right. So maybe I should zoom in even more. All right. So what am I going to do? So first, the user's going to visit the URL and add to home screen. So okay, and they do not need to authenticate before they actually do anything. So I'm not going to require a login at first. I wouldn't want to log in if I wasn't doing anything important yet. I'm just going to assume that they're going to use one device for this. I'm not going to save between devices, so it will be totally client-side. If I do need to add some of that other stuff later, I might do Firebase just because it's super easy to start out with. And the approach I want to take with this is the minimum set of features that I need at first, and then expand from there. So I'm going to give this a title. There we go. Maybe I should just make that the entire title and center that. Oh yeah, there. All right, so here is the user UX. All right, so they visit the URL and add to home screen, and then immediately, so it'd be nice if there was some kind of intro screen that explains what's going on, but maybe I don't need that at first. I think people will just want to start. I think I can explain as they go. So I'm going to say goal definition page. They're going to start out by, so it's going to start out by saying, define a goal to track throughout the year. Do I need to explain how it's going to be shown? I can worry about that later. I think learning about the whole entire thing can probably be done on like a homepage that I can design in the future. It'll just say 3 steps, do this, then this, then this. And then I can even have them, because defining a goal is going to be so simple at first, I can have that be part of the homepage. So maybe I'll have like 3 steps, and so they'll see where they are in the process. And then when they're on step 1, it'll just say, so what does a goal need? It'll have a title. It'll have should have a description. Requirements. Goal. What's a good word for that? Requirements. I'm going to call it goal achievement. I knew it. Achievement criteria. That's it. So it's going to be a description. It's going to be really fuzzy. Later I might do some super advanced thing and track things on a fine grained level, but for now it's just going to be yes or no. Theme, should there be a theme? If they have multiple goals, so we can define the reports later and have themes for the reports and have unique layouts for the reports, but does the goal itself need a theme, like on the input side? I'm gonna say goal color. It's gonna be like primary color. Goal primary color. All right, so that is step 1. This could be a total ordered list. I don't want that to be an order list. Okay, so that's the first thing they do is visit the URL, go to the home. Okay, and then save. Okay, so then they save that, and it will take them to the next page, which will be, let's see. So for the first one, I'm going to have some default layouts. Let's say like a week view, a month view, and a year view, something like that, so they can see their progress, so they can see their how they've done for those different views. Select from what should I call it? I don't know if I should call it reports or something else. Report or display. Select from, I'm just going to call it reports for now as a placeholder. I don't care what it's actually called. Select from report templates. Okay. So they're going to select multiple of them, and then they're going to, the third stage, they're going to save. They're going to save the templates they want. And how do we get that onto their Google Drive? They just need to connect to the Google Photos API. So it will start saving their reports there. And then they'll start seeing their progress on their Chromecast, which will be cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to select from report templates, and then I'm going to put this in its own thing. Configure Chromecast. I keep saying Google Drive instead of Chromecast, don't I? Anyway, configure Chromecast to display from saved reports folder. Cool. This will be a cool app. I'm excited to use this personally. So if it's a house that's displaying everybody's progress on the same Google Drive, I guess they'd have to have a shared Google Photos account, right? So that could be a little weird. Okay. All right, cool. So this is going to be the flow of the app. So I think I will need to host it. It's got to be HTTPS to be PWA, right? So I may have to host it on Firebase. That should be pretty easy. Yeah. Okay, well, that is, I think I'm done designing that side of things. I could start designing the visual elements now. Here's what I'll do. I'll keep streaming, but I'm going to break this into different recordings when I upload it to YouTube. So I'm going to stop recording now. Thanks for joining me if you're watching this on YouTube. Tune in next time to see me do the visual design.